I was sitting at the dining table when it happened, staring into a cup of tea that had long gone cold. The house was louder than usual. My daughter, Sarah, bustling in the kitchen, my son-in-law, Adam, packing while pretending to be on a work call. It should have felt warm, familiar. Instead, something in the air felt tight, like a secret holding its breath. Then Adam's phone rang. It wasn't the sound that caught my attention. It was the sudden way his face drained of color. He froze. I glanced up, annoyed at first, until I saw the screen glowing in his trembling hand. The phone slipped slightly, just enough for me to see. My heart stopped. On the screen was a photo of my wife, Eleanor. My wife, who had been dead for 7 years. The room spun. My fingers dug into the edge of the table as memories came crashing back. Her laugh, her gentle scolding, the way she used to hum while watering the garden. I had watched her fade away in a hospital bed, held her hand as it grew cold. I buried her myself. And yet there she was. Smiling. Young. Alive. "Where did you get that photo?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Adam didn't answer. He stared at the phone as if it were about to explode. Sarah stepped closer, confused. "Dad, what's wrong?" I stood up so abruptly my chair scraped against the floor. "That picture," I said, pointing. "Why does your phone have a picture of my wife?" The phone rang again. Same photo. Same smile. Adam swallowed hard. I can explain." "Then do it," I snapped. My hands were shaking now. "Because my wife has been dead for years, and seeing her face on your phone feels like someone tearing open a grave." Sarah grabbed Adam's arm. "What is he talking about?" Adam finally answered the call, but instead of putting it to his ear, he set the phone on the table. The call dropped. Silence fell like a hammer. "I didn't want you to find out this way," he said quietly. "Find out what?" Sarah demanded. Adam looked at me, guilt flooding his eyes. "Sir, Eleanor didn't just die." The words hit me harder than any slap. "What do you mean?" I asked. Adam took a deep breath. "She left." My chest burned. "That's impossible." "She didn't want you to know," he said. "She was sick, yes, but not terminal. The doctors told her she had time. She chose to disappear." Sarah stepped back as if struck. "Disappear from who?" "From you," Adam said softly, nodding toward me. I felt like the floor had vanished beneath my feet. Adam continued. "Years before I married Sarah, I worked in digital security. Eleanor came to me under a false name. She wanted a new identity, new phone, new life. She was terrified." "Terrified of what?" I whispered. "Of dying forgotten," he said. "Of being trapped in a life she felt had already ended." The room felt unbearably small. "She was my wife," I said hoarsely. "We built a life together." "She loved you," Adam said quickly. "But she was scared. She didn't want you watching her fade. She didn't want pity. She wanted control." My knees gave out and I sat down heavily. Sarah's voice cracked. "So she's alive?" Adam nodded. "She is. She calls me once a year. Today is her birthday." I remembered then. The date. The way Eleanor always pretended it didn't matter, yet secretly waited for cake. "Why you?" I asked. "She trusted me because I was a stranger," Adam replied, "and because I promised never to let her past catch up to her." "Then why did she call now?" Sarah asked. Adam hesitated. "Because she saw a photo of you online, a family picture. She didn't know I married into your family." My heart ached with a pain so sharp I could barely breathe. The phone rang again. Adam slid it toward me. "She wants to speak to you." I stared at it. 7 years of grief pressed down on me. The nights alone, the empty chair, the flowers on her grave. Anger rose, hot and bitter. "She let me believe she was dead," I said. "She let you survive," Adam said gently, "the way she knew how." My hand hovered over the phone. I answered. "Hello," I said. There was silence, then a familiar breath. I never stopped loving you, Eleanor said. Tears blurred my vision. You let me mourn you. I know, she whispered. I thought it would hurt less than watching me disappear. It didn't, I said. It nearly destroyed me. She cried then, so did I. We talked for hours about the years we lost, about the life she built quietly, about the man I became without her. There were no neat endings, no sudden reunions, just truth, raw and aching. When the call ended, I felt strangely lighter. I didn't know what the future held. I didn't know if forgiveness would come tomorrow or never. But for the first time in 7 years, I wasn't grieving a ghost. I was facing a choice. And this time it was mine.